Hey guys, so today we are going to pick out my TBR for March, which is a very special month because it's my birthday. So I'm super excited to pick this TBR. Actually, for the TBR for February, I haven't been very successful. I've read 2 of the 6 books I picked. I finished Stubborn Pack Boy and I also read 8 Seconds to Write. So both romances. I'm still in that mood, so maybe I should pick some more this month. And then I started Catabasis, but I just wasn't in the mood at all. It was not bad, but it was just, I was a bit exhausted reading it at some point. But I do have it as an audiobook, so maybe I'll listen to it later on. And then The Games Gods Play. I actually have my physical copy here somewhere, and I haven't started it. I just got a Kindle recently and I've been so much in the Kindle mood that I just didn't want to pick up a physical book, so that's on me. And then what else? Sweet Venom. It is on Kindle Unlimited. I started it, but I'm struggling a lot with Sweet Venom. Like, the thing is, I was so excited for the book before it got released, just because it is a new book from Rena Kent. And I actually really like Beautiful Venom, but I'm just so not interested in Violet's and Jude's story. I just think I've read like the first 3 chapters, I think, and I think already Violet is super annoying. I don't really like reading about people who are very much people pleasers. I just get super annoyed at like them not getting the stuff together, and yeah, I'm just not interested. The problem is I really want to read the 3rd book, Tempting Venom, and apparently I've heard that there are a lot of scenes in it with Preston, and I also unfortunately got spoiled that something happens at the end. I'm not gonna say what. I'm also super annoyed I got spoiled, but because I know what happens, I kind of need to know it before reading the last book, so I'm very much on a fence with this book. And then the last book was Right House. I started continuing the book. It was a book I previously soft DNF'd a few months back, and honestly I just wasn't interested in them at all. I think because the reason I soft DNF'd it was, I think, because I wasn't really feeling their connection and it was just a little bit boring. I didn't feel interested enough to read it, and yeah, it didn't grab my attention yet again. It was kind of boring. Yeah, so I probably should just DNF it, honestly, if I'm gonna be honest. So that was kind of a little fail. But I did read, I think, 12 or 14 books, so I did read a lot. I just couldn't connect with the TBR I picked. We are trying to do better this month, so yeah. I hope the light is okay. It is already dark outside, so it's just the artificial lights, and also I'm back in Seoul. That's why my background is very much different. This is my little, not little, but it is my bookshelf in Seoul. And yeah, let's get started. I'm so freaking excited to pick, and I don't have that many physical books. Most of the books are here from my physical TBR. I haven't read most of these. Some I have read, they are just fitting right there. But as I said, I'm still very much loving my Kindle. I'm in my Kindle girly era, so we are also gonna pick probably more, if not all, books from Kindle Unlimited. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's start. I'm so excited. Also, I do have my Kindle here just for me to also look at books I could be reading, and I also have my laptop to check out even more things, maybe if I want to read something on Kindle Unlimited. But yeah, and now my trusty little cup. So as you can see, there are quite a few prompts in there, and yeah, I hope they are fun. Let's have a look at the first one, and let's see. Looks like a short text. You read it first. A 5-star prediction. Oof. Okay, I have some things in mind. Let's have a look at the physical books that could be a 5-star prediction. So I do think The Sweetest Oblivion I heard so many good things about, so that could be a good pick. Also, this is one book I very much want to read. Oops. The second book will come out shortly, and this is a stunning like deluxe edition, and the second book also has a very beautiful edition, and I would love to have them together if I enjoy this book. I don't want to buy books like a second book if I haven't read the first one yet. We are being conscious about spending money, but yeah, this is an option because I do think this could be a 5-star potentially. But am I in the mood to read this massive hardcover book? I'm not sure. And then another option that came to my mind right away is Hunt the Villain. And the thing is, it will come out later in the month. It will come out on the 24th. So I don't have that much time, but I will definitely complete it. Like, this is a book. Kiss the Villain was a 5-star book for me, and I'm so excited for this story. So I think I have to go with Hunt the Villain. I wanted to put it on my TBR so badly, so I'm very happy I could do it with the first prompt. So the first book on my TBR will be Hunt the Villain by Rena Kent. Let's pick the second prompt. Oh, something flew out, but we'll get it. Oh my gosh, I already saw it. This is going so good. Free pick. So I think for my free pick, I will definitely choose a Kindle read and not a physical book, because free pick, I can pick whatever I want, and I definitely want to read more on my Kindle. So let's have a look at what my library says, what we could read. There are a few things here, but honestly, what do I want to read? So one option could be, I'm thinking if I want to read like one of the first series in the Sand and Verse universe, and that would be Fake Out by Eden Finley. And yeah, I'm kind of tempted to read it, but I'm not sure if it's super necessary right now. I want to read it before Franklin Yu. I'm currently reading the Divorced, what is it called? The Divorced Men's Clubs by Sex and James, the second book. So I also theoretically could put the third book on my TBR. Maybe that's a little easier, because free pick means making my life easy, right? I'm just not so into it right now. I'm reading Platonic Rulebook, the second one, and it's boring. Like, I love Sex and James and Eden Finlay, but I'm not a big Friends to Lovers kind of person, so it's a bit boring, but that's okay. We could also read Wrath. That's a good book. I really want to read it, but it is also a very thick book for a romance, so not sure about that one yet. And then I have so many others. Maybe Blood and Betrayal. I'm not much in a fantasy mood right now, and that's such a long book, but I kind of really want to read it. Honestly, I think I will make my life as easy as possible right now, because I didn't do well with my TBR in February. So I will choose the third book in the Divorced Men's Clubs by Sex and James. Yeah, it's called Budding Attraction, and I'm quite excited for that book because I ordered a special edition of only that book because I don't have the money for all 5. Also, they were sold out, but I thought this one sounds the most like my kind of book. The first one as well, but this one too. And so yeah, let's put that one on. Budding Attraction by Sex and James. Let's do the third prompt, and I think I'm gonna do 5 books, not 6 like I did should I do 6? Let's see what books we pick. Next, a prompt. What is it, guys? What is it? Choose a book with a black cover. I put that one in because black is my favorite color. I have no clue if I really have like black cover, so let's see. Honestly, that is kind of black. Do I want to read that? Maybe. I feel like that counts as black for sure. I have one book that is completely black, but I'm not sure if I'm ready. Especially because I'm not in the fantasy mood. But I think it's The Blackest Black. I got the special editions of A Court of Thorns and Roses because I love black, as I said, favorite color. So I thought, now that you put them together, this is not really black, this is more of a blue. But then you know what I could also do, and I think that might be better just for my mental health. We could do Zodiac Academy. I know these are also on Kindle Unlimited, so that makes my life a lot easier. And it is black enough. So at least now we have some physical books here to think about, but even though this is fully black, I can't yet, I can't. So I will go with Savage Fae. I haven't continued that in over half a year, so I should, and I'm kind of excited, so let's take this one. So Savage Fae by Carolyn Peckham and Suzanne Valenti. Let's take this on. Let's pick the next prompt. Here we have it. What is it? A book from 26th of 2026. Okay, let me have a look on my laptop because I do have the list here. I already read a few, which is exciting. I started a few which I didn't like, so I'm like, DNF count as complete? I'm not sure, but whatever, I'll have a look later. There are a few books that haven't yet released. There are probably a few books that I don't have a physical copy and are not on Kindle Unlimited. So I probably won't be picking them right now. You know, I take that back because there's one book I really want to read and I haven't bought it yet because I wanted to wait for my birthday, maybe get some Amazon vouchers, so because I wished for them to buy books. So even if I don't get them, I want to buy this book. I'm just waiting, then I could save money obviously, but I think the book I want is Half City. Let me have a look by whom it is because I only have written Half City down. It sounds so like my kind of book. It is fantasy, but for some reason I feel like this will be an easy read. And yeah, the cover is gorgeous. They have like this special edition with spread edges I really want. And so I'm really scared it's sold out at some point, but yeah, it's Half City, or like from the Harker Academy. I think, oh, it already says 1 out of 2, but there's no image. So there will be at least a second book, which is fun. Though I don't like waiting, I think, yeah, I just really want to read it. And it is by Kate Golden, so that one will be our 4th pick. Off to the next pick. The last one was so easy to pick. Like, there were a few I could have picked, but sometimes you just have this inkling. Let's pick the 5th prompt. My neighbors are arguing again, so I really hope you can't hear it. The walls are thin and they are arguing every day. Fun times. But yeah, let's have a look. So we have Best Friend Picks the Book. That's very exciting. So if you don't know, I live with my best friend. So let's get her over. So, komm mal. Du kannst auf das Sofa. Von hier, du kannst in dein Zimmer gehen und, weiß ich nicht, dein absolutes Lieblingsbuch mir geben.
Ich bin nämlich am Überlegen, weil wenn du schon das Fantasy-Buch hast und sowas, weiß ich nicht, ob du Shield of Sparrows, ne? Das ist, ich glaube, das würdest du da nicht lesen im Moment. Heißt, ich habe auch Romance. Haunting Adeline fand ich jetzt nicht so super, aber ich weiß, dass lange bei dir auch auf der Liste ist, aber ist auch ultra fett.
Option.
Ich habe 2 Romance-Optionen, die ich glaube bessere Choices im Moment sind.
Okay.
Weil Fantasy glaube ich nicht, dass du es dann durchziehst. No offense. Aber ich glaube, du bist einfach
No
nicht in dem
offense
Mood.
taken.
Und wenn du schon... Das sind meine 2 Favorites.
Mhm. Ist das erste?
Ja.
Okay.
Obviously.
Mhm.
Ich würde dir natürlich auch am liebsten mein Favorite geben, aber das geht nicht. Du musst das erste lesen. Andere Choice ist das, aber ich glaube, es ist auch gerade fett. Und ich glaube, in dem Mood bist du auch nicht so. Es ist nicht so spicy, dass es more spicy. Deswegen, ich glaube, es wird flawless.
Nein, honestly, ich hatte irgendwie das im Gefühl,
Ja.
dass du Elsie Silver pickst.
Aber ich
finde es auch ganz interessant,
Das
weil
Ding
da
ist-
kann ich mit dir drüber reden.
Ich wollte...
Thank you, my love.
You're welcome.
So, as you saw, my friend picked Flawless by Elsie Silver. I normally don't read country much, and if I read country, or the 2 or 3 books I have read that are country romances were male, because I love male romances. So this would not be something I would pick myself, but I kind of had a feeling she would pick Elsie Silver because my friend loves Elsie Silver, has read all her books, and I haven't read any, so I totally understand her wanting me to read one of her favorite authors. So yeah, I'm kind of excited to read it actually, to talk with my friend about it. Maybe I'll love it, who knows. So the 5th book we have picked is Flawless by Elsie Silver, and I think, as I said, we are going to do 5 books, and if I read all of them, or at least 4, then I think for next month we can pick again 6 books. Let's recount all the books. So the first book we have is Hunt the Villain by Rena Kent. I'm so freaking excited for it. The second book is, what was it? Budding Attraction by Sex and James. Love Sex and James. Then the third book would be Savage Fae by the Twisted Sisters. Then we have the 4th book, which is Half City by Kate Golden, and then the last book is Flawless by Elsie Silver. So it is actually quite a fun one. I have 2 romances, which I love, so I already know I will read them anyways. Then we have 2 fantasies, which is a challenge for me because, as I said, I haven't been in the fantasy mood for quite a few months now, so I really hope I like them. And then the last one is a country romance from Elsie Silver, also a challenge, but an exciting one. So yeah. So guys, this was my TBR video for the month of March. I hope you enjoyed it. I will probably do another video talking about all the books I have read in February. But university will start next week or in 2 days again, so I hope I'll find the time to do that. And if you enjoyed the video, please like the video and also leave a comment. Supporting me would be lovely. And I'm actually very curious to know what you're going to read in the month of March, so let me know down below. And subscribe if you want to see more of me, which I would hope so. So yeah guys, have a lovely day or evening or week. Bye bye.